Fuck that building,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Fuck that building. For reals, bro.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Now we've started?
Unless you want to start over.
Nah. There's no take twos with this podcast. Sweat Equity Podcast.
This is your choice. What is this?
Howdy toddy. God almighty.
You guys want to intervene on that shit, please?
We've got our
Is
guest.
that what's been working for you so far?
That's my lead-in, bro.
It
my
doesn't
radio
work.
call-in. It's an old football-y thing. It's I gotta have something. I just don't want to go, hello, everybody. Welcome to the business.
You respect their opinions, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd appreciate not being shouted at from jump in the podcast. I mean, that's
I don't
want
want to tell you that voice, that sultry voice you're hearing is JV Ball if you're not watching on video.
What's up, guys?
And I'll bring in our other guest. The other voice of dissenting opinion on my hottie toddy is Robbie Slowick.
Hello, everybody.
Both stand-up comedians. I was thinking about it. The thing, as I'm friends with both y'all, that both y'all have a better work ethic, way better than almost every comic I know, and that's why I was like, it'd be cool to get y'all here today while you're in town randomly.
Sweet. Man.
Sure.
Because you're in New York, you're in LA.
And also, thank you. I feel bad I didn't say thank you first.
I mean, for what?
Yeah.
You're doing us a favor.
It was a compliment.
Yeah.
Well, he is eating lunch.
Yeah.
I'm also doing that.
Yeah. People love when you eat on the mic.
Multitasking.
I'm trying to
That's
eat
the
away
workout.
from
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Try and get a mouthful
You
of
can
food,
take a
then
5
talk. And then
if you want to get out of here and just. There's a volcano. You can. You
also-
smoke weed all the time. So.
I haven't eaten since noon yesterday. I'm sorry.
And you're
What's-
breaking that fast with a basket of fried,
Oh, I'm crushing
what
it.
looks like bread and cream soda and
Dude, I am-
warheads
I am disrespecting my body
and cherry sours.
so hardcore right now. I love it.
It was hard to do road gigs with you because you're like, why don't you just want to go eat like a bunch of shit from the gas station? I'm
Yeah.
like, because I'll feel like shit,
Dude,
but I want it.
Do you know how many people I've taken to Waffle House for the first time? Like, it's
with that,
ridiculous. At
I
this
didn't know
point.
you were an ambassador of Waffle House.
Yeah.
I
like
might
that.
as well be.
I'm
Yeah.
on board for Waffle House.
I-
Waffle House is the best.
Oh,
it's
to
so
Auburn.
good.
You're not
Yeah.
going to get any complaint out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Dude,
fine
last time I
dining.
went, I was in Kansas City. I take this woman to a Waffle House. I'm like, I can't believe you've never been, right? So we
Yeah.
go, and I'm telling her like what some Waffle House
She's
experience
like,
is.
I'm a
did
huddle.
she say, I
be
can't believe
like,
you're taking
right?
me to Waffle House?
Yeah, no, that's legit. Like that was a thing.
Okay.
Wait,
And,
what do you, wait.
She's
hold
very
on.
high class.
You don't live in Kansas City, so what?
You're there on the road.
Oh, then fuck
Yeah,
it.
no. I met her at a show, and then long story short, it wasn't like a hookup thing. It was just like this. It was like an interview.
It rarely is after Waffle House.
You guys feel so gross, both. Or just like, man, fuck it.
Yeah, but she couldn't have had a more Waffle House experience. Like it was such a perfect time to go. We go in the middle of the night. We have a old lady server who's clearly a former drug addict. You can just tell with her teeth. Right?
Uh-huh.
But she's super sweet.
Former is generous.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But
Got them
she
orders
ends up
out
getting
fast.
in this like massive argument with like a young girl on staff, a young server, and they literally almost start throwing fists at each other. Like it's literally to that point where
Yeah.
they're gonna start swinging at each other, and it's all over the fact that neither one of them can tell who lost their pins. It was just over like their pins for customers
like
to
the-
sign shit. So
Smoking
like,
cigarettes.
So
I don't
You
imagine
stole
they
my
have,
pen.
they have a lot of like supplies.
Right, but it was escalating like way too fast, way too high, right? So
Yeah.
then the other guy who's in the Waffle House, because it's just 3 of us, he goes out to his car and he just comes back with like a handful of pins and he just goes, please, please
Oh
don't do
God,
this."
A
that bad.
peacemaker.
That was it, man. Like,
Yeah.
really great move.
Let me
Good for
guess.
that
They stopped immediately.
Yeah. I
Or
grabbed
wait,
a pen
never
and
mind. It's
stabbed
two
him
women.
in the neck
They probably
with it.
fucking-
Well,
Don't you ever intervene in our internal Waffle House
That would have been
business.
great. So like she still threw a haymaker in there. So basically what happens?
What?
Like, he gives her not a fist, but I mean
Oh.
like he gives her the pins. They go, okay, thank you so much, and then they kind of disperse. The old lady comes back to our table and she goes, I'm sorry you had to see that. That is my niece. I don't know what's up with her. I'm like, y'all are family.
Oh
Like,
my
it
God.
it was so bad, so bad.
Oh, and those were Asian people? God damn, no.
You're projecting.
Hey, I mean, what? Who is there any Asian people in Kansas City? That was why I was going there.
Yes.
Comedy's about contrast, guys.
How'd they get the railroads there, buddy?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Well, what's going on in y'all's world, comedy wise? Y'all working on anything? What the fuck's going
You
on?
want to go first, JB?
Yeah, I probably have less than you.
I don't think that's true.
Dude,
Okay.
you were on Jim Jeffries' podcast. I was listening to it this morning.
Yeah, that was super fun.
was cool.
It's really hard to be on his podcast
I'm
because
sure.
Jim
I looked
is
at the
so
list.
incredibly good at storytelling.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like, if I interrupt with anything,
I
and
know.
it's not a haymaker.
I could feel it. I could feel it for you. I was like, oh,
You're
no.
trying to snipe.
It's hard.
Yeah.
You lay back. If someone's going to dominate like that, you got to lay in the weeds and just let them roll.
That dude talks in punchlines.
Yeah,
And when you can really see like just the craft of it, you're like, I'm just going to be throwing off anything he's setting up right now. So you just wait for your windows.
He was talking about hemorrhoids. Jim Jeffries was.
I was like, JB was?
No.
Just now?
no.
I missed that.
I mean, that's a big thing for Jim, right?
It was a
Talks about
theme we
that.
had for as a subplot to the show here.
Dude.
We had for a while. Eric
had
had like another village inside of him.
Yeah,
on-
it was
on
bad.
him.
Yeah.
It was life-changing.
I heard it's the worst, dude. We had a guy like when I played basketball, he had to play with it, and it was just.
I
like,
don't even quite
Oh my
understand.
God.
Like, how do they manifest? What is it? Explain the
from
hemorrhoid
well,
to me.
It's from jerking off too
It's
much.
from sitting on the toilet for too long. This is what I figured out.
pushing too hard.
My kids don't leave me alone. The only time I have a little alone time is when I take a shit. So I'm taking my time on the toilet, plus eating keto. I don't get enough fiber. And then
It's like JB's diet. Yeah.
It just
Of
it
warheads.
slowly happens, and if you don't get in front of it, dude, it got bad. I mean, it was really gross.
Yeah, we
Very
kept
painful.
we kept an update going for a couple months.
Yeah,
So what is the it? We're talking like extreme pain on your anus
the
specifically?
tissue inside your butthole
Uh-huh.
comes out because you've pushed
Like
it
a
out
prolapsed.
like a small
Like a pink
prolapse.
sock, but not
Yes.
as aggressive.
Yeah,
Okay.
Y'all know what a pink
Yeah.
sock is, right?
All of this sounds horribly painful. I
Yeah,
hate
it
all
was-
of this.
it was really
I
bad.
shouldn't have asked. I feel disgusting. How's your fried fish basket?
Oh, it's great. I just
doing?
want to double check. This is a business podcast, right?
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
get there.
Just making sure.
Oh,
It's
Okay.
They're getting the business right now.
the bad slogan, the slogan we have doesn't really roll off the tongue, but it is what it is. It's a pragmatic business advice podcast with dick jokes. So, boom. Yeah.
Just watching the
Nice.
focus in your eyes before you had to say that.
I had to remember what it was for a second. I'm so sleep deprived all the time now. So it's like everything just kind of blurs together. It's the beginning of Fight Club for a long time, ever since the first kid was born, whatever his name is.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. So it's just like your memory, time goes quickly and slowly at the same time. We figure that out. And you just sleep. I didn't realize how much that fucks me up. I used to be able to go like, I can get by with, 3 hours for a couple of nights in a row, and then I'll have to like sleep it off. I can't really do that anymore. It just sucks.
Yeah. 3 hours is not enough for a few nights in a row.
The Rock does it.
Yeah, but he also fights buildings. You
Right.
know? Like
No,
he's
and
clearly
he's been doing it
a different
forever,
breed
too.
And
of man.
wins.
Yeah.
But I do like that whole humble brag post about working out at like 3, 4 a.m.
Yeah. But you can take video and then just post it whenever. There is a way to
Let
do
me have
that.
my fantasy, okay? All right. I have that Michael Jordan poster in my room.
Yeah.
Of him with the wingspan going. I've got the Bo Jackson with both the shoulder pads and the bat.
Yeah.
With
yeah.
no
that's a great
jerseys
one.
for some reason.
Oh, I thought you had the one where Charles Barkley's calling him third all time.
Well, that is in my jack off the
Gotcha.
little corner. I put that in I have a fort in my room now. So yeah.
like an altar.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
All raise to Bo Jackson.
It was okay.
He was the man. He's the best athlete to ever
Pick a
live.
sport.
It was 2 years.
We get it. You're good at both.
He's gonna go on the senior tour for golf. They say that's how good he is at everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I feel like you
You really
just
gonna do
read
it?
that on some message board somewhere. It's not
It
real.
might have been on War Eagle or messenger boards, but I don't.
Who's the other guy? The other one who's like 50 something and he's still in insane shape. The guy who like never lifted weights.
Oh,
He's
Herschel
just-
Walker.
Herschel
Herschel
Walker.
Walker,
That's the one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's OCD though, so like his thing was like, so remember when Ray Lewis went to jail for a little bit?
Right. Yeah.
I was like, was it prison or jail? I can't remember.
Less than a year is jail.
So
On account of the double murder.
yeah, that whole thing.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, because we got to say that so we don't have any slander.
Ray's
Well,
not listening, guys. I want to break it to you. Ray is not
Oh,
listening.
you
to
don't
this
think Ray
podcast.
listens to this? He's from Kathleen High School, which is in Lakeland.
45 minutes
Oh,
away.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sure he typed into Google podcast tape
Near-
within 45 minutes of Kathleen High School.
He did.
Mentioning me.
Does
Yeah.
he really have a twin brother, by the way?
Oh, I
Do you
don't
know
know. It's
I
just
went to
him. That's
Kathleen.
just his personality. It just comes out of it.
Yeah, he didn't
the
murder
reason
those
I'm
people his
asking-
twin brother did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good defense.
If you go to Kathleen High School, there is a giant poster in the gymnasium of him in a wrestling outfit, but it says Bay Lewis under it. And it's massive,
Like,
unavoidable.
but-
It
Are
says
you sure it's not a
Bay
typo?
Lewis.
Was it
Yeah.
spelled
Well, it's
B-A-E?
such. That's why
Or
I'm
did somebody
asking.
take a marker
There's
and
no
finish
way.
out the
it
R?
is so clearly
No,
intentionally.
he does not have a brother named
B-A-Y.
Bay.
That was my whole
This
thing.
is not Ray and Bay Lewis.
That was my whole thing. But they won't Fix it.
Do you think that? Wait, hold on.
I'm googling it.
Dude, I
Let's
saw this
end
over 15 years ago. It is still there.
Hey, my son Ray and his twin brother
Bay, yeah.
Ray and Bay.
Beyonce.
Jay and Bay.
I'm
No.
looking. I don't.
There's
It's
no
Wikipedia.
Bay
I'm
Lewis.
telling you, if you go there,
Was he
it
as good
says
of a dancer?
Bay Lewis, clear as day.
I believe that it says Bay Lewis, but this twin brother you've created.
No,
is a
I'm
bit-
asking
That's
because it
illegal.
looks identical to the guy. So I'm
I've
just going,
no-
like, does he have a brother I don't know about? Or do we know that, did Ray Lewis have a wrestling history?
I have to read his
I
whole
would say the
Wikipedia.
latter's probably.
More likely a typo
Yeah.
than there's a Bay Lewis out there, the
But-
identical twin of
Our-
Ray
our-
Lewis.
our-
Typo that they refuse to correct
Ours
for
could
an
look like
NFL
bees.
Hall of Famer.
Where's the school? Lakeland?
Lakeland.
I don't know if anyone's picking up
Yeah.
on that typo.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the fairest
You're
thing
probably
I've
the
heard.
only one person that actually looked at the thing.
Dude, I was laughing for like an hour.
He was a record-setting high school wrestler before he was incarcerated for drug-related offenses.
Wait, is this Bay Lewis now?
Nobody knows.
You on Bay Lewis's Wikipedia?
Maybe that's his wrestling name, like WWE wrestler.
I don't
Oh,
see
WF
yeah.
back in the day.
any mention of a Bay Lewis. Let's just Google Bay Lewis.
So ours
Yeah,
can
you
look
know
like
what the other
bees.
result you're going to get is, did you mean Ray Lewis?
It could have been a dirty R
It says, who is Huey Lewis?
and just
Or is
look
Huey
like a
Lewis
bee. You know, just make that.
I don't know how else to tell you. This was the clearest B I've ever
I don't
seen. It
think
is
you
so
saw this.
clearly
I
a
think
B.
you wanted to see this. Your mind's
Dude,
eye.
I looked at it so many times.
You just drive by on the way to Orlando. You're like,
No,
I gotta see. I gotta check out
I
that.
gotta stop in. Is that thing still up there?
I want to go look at the
I
rafters.
want
a
to
little
check
bit.
out the Bay Lewis poster.
I wanna go check. Nothing creepy about an adult going through the high school looking at trophies. Nothing.
Not yet. He still isn't born.
Another conspiracy put to rest
How
on
do-
the Sweat Equity podcast.
How do we? Yeah. How do we get
Getting
there?
to the bottom of
So
things.
you guys, I talk about a lot. I've got something kind of businessy because we do a lot of creative work, and I talk to a lot of people about. I tell people please don't call me a creative because I don't think that's a nice thing
Done.
in the business world, right? I think it's kind of looked down on. I think it's like millennial, right? It's never said in a like, hey, great, you're
Yeah,
creative.
you just
Like,
picture like a guy with a scarf who's
It's
not
always-
making any money.
right. It's always a
Doesn't
pejorative,
care.
right? It's always like you're a graphic designer, so that's you're lower on the totem pole in the business world. I think.
Sure.
And so, but someone put it in context as like, don't think of it as art when you're talking about creative. Think about it as you actually are creating something, some entity, something that didn't exist before, or an iteration of something that existed before, instead of thinking like pure art from a creative or pure, stand up or music or whatever. And I think y'all are good examples that I think a lot of people don't put discipline into actual creative work. Like, some people go, I can't sit down and write for whatever amount of time because it's not going to get my juices flowing. Like giving all these excuses. And I know both y'all individually have different ways of going about writing material, but I know both y'all have kind of that weird discipline. Even maybe it's not like I get up at 5 and I write every morning, but what do y'all do? What's a normal kind of writing, or what's a normal kind of week like for y'all?
Okay.
As far as getting this stuff going.
I mean, I'm
It's entrepreneurial. You have to get your own shit going all the time, and you have to motivate yourself, and you fail a fuckload.
You're the business.
Yeah. So comedy to me, it was like kind of a great precursor to kind of doing business consulting in a way, because you see it from like the angle of like it's fucking humble pie all the time, and if you don't show up prepared, you're gonna eat it a lot more than you're gonna do well, even if you're good.
Sure.
And there's just a lot of like self-discipline, you gotta write, or if you write on stage, you better have you better have one of the best memories out there, kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm starting to be more disciplined. I'm actually not the most disciplined from a writing standpoint.
Really?
It is one of the things I struggle with the most.
Maybe getting up, I had you pegged as it
yeah.
in the.
Well, I've traditionally been like I write on stage type of person, but that is that's a bit of a cop out as well, because if you write on stage and then also take the time to then like punch up your writing individually, like by actually writing it down, like you will elevate the on-stage writing. So now what I do for the most part, like I'm not someone who like I'm going to sit for an hour every day, although I've tried that method here and there.
Yeah.
But like whenever I have any type of errant thought, usually I'm on my phone, so I just email myself whatever that thought is. And then I have a long list of those. And then I take one, and my general process is this. Let's say, like, right now, this isn't like groundbreaking comedy. We have a bit about plastic bags, okay? And I will literally, I'll put that word.
Do we have a laugh track on the soundboard?
I'll put that word on the header,
Didn't
and
wanna
then
insult
I
the
will
guest.
just throw every thought I have, funny or not, in bullet points below it.
Yeah.
Just thought, and I'll end up with 20 sentences. And then I'll look at them, and I'll just eliminate half of them because they're just errant thoughts. And then the others, because they're in bullets, it's nice. I can just move them into into some type of flow and realize this goes into that. And before you know it, you have like a fully structured bit with beats and points the whole way. And if you're doing it well, just about every one of those sentences should be a punchline.
Yeah, and this is mind mapping. If you're getting in the business terms, and a lot of times it's just you're free flow writing as much as you can. Like, just try to get your guts out on the page or whatever, if you're typing or whatever. But you're just trying to write. I do it, or I take a legal pad and I write in the middle, or this notebook. I'll write the premise in the middle. When I'm on my game, this is what I do. Take 20 minutes a day in the morning, do it, and turn off everything else, and can't listen to any music. You just have to like be like a monk. And basically, you're writing on old papyrus. Papyrus? Right in the middle, I write the premise. You know, my dick doesn't go, over my balls, kind of thing. And then I'll write that in the middle, and that was what made me laugh the other day.
Go.
Well, that's the thing.
Under.
So now, at the above it, I'll write kind of almost a timeline way of doing this free flow writing. How did my dick get under my balls? Right? How did I get to this moment of the premise, and then or the punchline or whatever joke I wrote in the middle or idea, and then from there, I'll write out what happens afterwards. Because a lot of us will do jokes where you get on a roll and you're like, yeah, but what if this happened, kind of thing, where it can heighten the situation, and that's been a really good way. I just kind of stumbled upon doing that. I didn't hear anybody else doing it.
Is it possible to get like a physical copy of like this podcast, like this episode?
Oh, transcription? Yeah.
I want to give this to your kids in like 10 years.
Oh yeah, I'll get it professionally done if you want.
Like let's like put your like let's
Did you
all
get
take a
to
group
the
picture.
get to the bottom of why your dick and your balls don't align?
That wasn't a real premise. That was just.
I don't believe
That's
you.
I don't believe you anymore. I think you have a weird dick and balls.
Well, you guys have seen my
unless you guys
act.
hate it.
You guys have seen my act, so it's not that far. But I'm saying like I was improving a premise.
The odyssey of the dick getting back to where it belongs. There's something there.
Well, why?
journey.
Yeah, why
You're
is
not writing it down?
Why am I
Yeah,
not?
your dick came full circle.
I'm a
It
shower,
started on
not.
top of your
I'm a
balls,
shower, not a
and then it just
grower.
worked its way
You
around.
know, my dick's humble. It's not gonna just be out there. It's not the life of the party all the time. It's
All the time.
It needs a cheerleader.
It's kind of a
You.
coward until it has some beers. You
Yeah.
know,
Okay.
it's not going to be the guy at the cocktail party or barbecue that's going to welcome you into anything.
I would
If
argue
anything,
you-
it's lost. It needs direction. It needs a hostess to pull it somewhere in there. I don't know.
There you go.
See,
You're
Yeah.
working it out.
Okay. I mean, I would argue your dick should never be the life of the party, like at any moment. But all right.
there's some guys that have a hog and they'll let people know. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
depends what kind of party you guys
This
are
girl
going to.
sent me a nude once, right? It was like her flashing
nude?
at a mall. Yeah, like, well, hear me out. So she
What are you
said
from
Nudes.
'95?
she's on an escalator. Do you want to hear about the good part or not?
No, I just want to
So-
interject.
Are we going to see the picture? Because then it's really nothing.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, but it's worth
Okay,
it.
well.
So like,
Use your words,
Describe it
Jamie.
well, I'm
then, I
speaking towards what you're saying.
Yeah.
She sends me this picture. It's her flashing on an escalator, right?
Uh huh.
And what she does?
Wait,
see-
Escalator or elevator?
escalator. Like she's
Okay.
coming
She's
down
coming
an
down an
escalator.
escalator.
Okay.
Yeah, and someone is taking a picture of her flashing while people
Okay.
are looking. And what she didn't catch in the picture is that the guy behind her, I guess, sees what they're doing, and he pulls down his pants. So his dick is just hanging right behind her shoulder.
definitely
like, not on
didn't
it,
see
but
that
like
coming.
right behind, and it's big.
Yeah.
It's notably big to the point where I'm like not paying attention to
The
her. I'm just
odds-
like,
If you're
who's
my
walking
dick, you're
around
not
with
showing that, right? Like,
Yeah, it was, dude. It was impressive.
Do you put it
odds-
on her shoulder like
I was
a parrot?
really like, I want to see this guy's face. Like that was more my concern in the picture. I was like, I just want to know who he is.
Escalators are always in busy places as well. Like whoever else was in that mall was like, this place is a party. Like, this is a good time
That's
at
what I'm
this
saying.
mall.
Like,
I'm all
what are
about
I
it.
mean?
Yeah.
If the fact that those personalities came together at that one moment,
one
that you
moment.
got a
Yeah.
guy who's willing to pull their balls out in public.
And the
Yeah.
Jason Bourne like ability to see what's going to
Yeah,
happen in
and then
slow
pull it out
motion.
that quick.
Yeah. And that's like the Tim Horton lady that threw feces at the
Oh, right, in
Oh,
Canada,
she
yeah.
pooped in
Because
the-
you're like, whoa, how did she even get
Yeah,
it? It was like,
yeah, she was ready to go.
Yeah, that was a game plan.
but how did that guy whip his dork out like that? Like, just fucking. Ping?
I mean, look, man, I've never been that big before in my life. So, like, I would imagine if I was walking around with something like that and I'm the kind of person who wants to show people.
You're ready to go.
I'm ready to show people.
Yeah, you're ready to show
any minute.
people.
Yep.
Still, I guess it's like being a cowboy, and like anytime you could just have a duel. You know, like
Just game for it.
Just ready. Yeah.
Oh, I watched Quick and the Dead the other day. Underrated, man. Still great.
Quick and the Dead.
It's like a Western
idea.
from like 94 or
Yeah,
something.
Sharon Stone. You know
yeah.
who I didn't know directed it? Because all this time I thought Sharon Stone was the director. I thought it was her first directing role. It's Sam Raimi.
Really?
It's Sam Raimi.
Huh.
It
I don't
is
think I ever
so
saw
good.
Quick and the Dead. I remember like the previews for it. I
Yeah.
remember it looked like a very like poppy Western.
It's very
yeah.
much so.
Yeah.
Welcome
Very much so.
back
It's
to our
very
podcast.
straightforward. Yeah.
Welcome back to our podcast, Obscure 90s Westerns. Next week, we're going to talk about Tombstone. Have you all seen Tombstone? It's great.
Tombstone is great.
Yeah.
You just want to talk about one you've seen.
No,
That's
well,
all I
Val
watched.
Kilmer's in it, right? So, you know.
Get
Or
over
one
it.
you've jacked off.
Did you
to.
see the story about him stalking the woman all the way to Australia?
No.
This was like a year or two ago.
I don't put up with his antics off camera. Whatever he does in Val's life, he does.
Yeah, I feel like you
but
don't
he
know
is
about
the best
any of
actor
the
to
bad
ever live.
things of all the people.
He's
you
the
love.
best what?
Actor to ever live.
Yes.
Is that a real statement?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
He's my
Okay.
favorite actor.
I mean,
that's
he's
different.
He doesn't get the credit he deserves for his range. You know, he's very funny. Like Top Secret is not just Top Secret. Hold on, Real Genius.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Real
Yeah.
Genius. Kiss Kiss
Katy
Bang
Perry?
Bang. Like,
Yeah. My thing with actors is like I don't like the ones that you get De Niro kind of thing. Like he's gonna be Ace Rothstein.
sure.
He's gonna be almost the exact same character in Goodfellas. It's not that different, really.
Yeah.
There's nuances, sure, but I like guys that can be chameleons. I think that those are the best.
You're
Those-
right. He didn't do Meet the Fockers. You're right. You're totally right.
Yeah.
He didn't do Meet
Awakening.
But that's a
It's
play.
It's
That's
still
a,
kind of-
But that's a play
Give
on
him
people already
credit.
knowing him as that guy.
Awakening.
Give him credit,
I know. I
man.
thought about that, but he's still kind of
You
just
guys know
being
what
De
I'm talking
Niro.
Let me pose this question. All right, and within the vein of this,
I think to be
if
an
you're,
actor,
if you're ranking them all time,
yeah.
who do you want? Who are you taking over who? De Niro or Pacino?
We talking like the best movie you can make, or it has to make money,
Yeah, or
or
who's
what?
been in the best
Who
movie?
do you think
'Cause
raw
this-
talent is better between the two? Who you taking? If you're drafting them and it's like a sports team, who's the better talent?
Val or Robert De Niro or Bob, as I like to call him.
Like how you wedged Val
Yeah,
Kilmer
like
in
Val
there.
was
He
not a
wasn't
part of this.
on the list.
De Niro
Pacino.
or Pacino?
Oh,
Because I can't tell within the public I don't know where people's alliances lie.
so
between
Val's
those
not
two.
in this.
Val is definitely not in this.
It's the 6 inches in front of your face. Yeah, I like doing the Pacino, any given Sunday speech.
It's good.
I do it in the mirror.
It's good.
Yeah, I made mistakes. I wish I could do that right
It's
now.
one of my favorite speeches.
It actually
It
is a
legit-
really
it
good
legit
monologue,
is.
but it's so Pacino-y. It's so like
You're getting Pacino when you get Pacino. It's the same as
It's
De
true,
Niro.
too.
he
Yeah.
jumped the shark. What was the movie we were talking about the other day? Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
what was the one
yeah.
he did? Roger Rabbit, or was he in Dick
No,
Tracy?
He's not in
Dick
Roger
Tracy had a
I think-
cast like crazy.
Yeah, Dick Tracy. Yeah,
He was the main guy.
I think Godfather 3 was when it was like the beginning of the end for
Really?
Pacino. Yeah.
Well, he was like he was a Shakespeare actor, right? So I'd probably take Pacino if I can get him to tone it down a little bit.
You gonna be the one to tell him
You
that?
think?
Al, tone it down a bit.
Am I the director
I'm
in
getting
this?
a little bit too much
this
Pacino
hypothetical
coming
now?
through here.
Yeah, I could talk.
Good
shit.
luck
He's
with
a little
that.
guy. They're both
Good
tiny.
luck.
Fuck 'em. They're both tiny old men. I could talk shit to them.
They're all
So,
tiny.
wait, so you're saying Pacino
I'm going
is the
Pacino.
better actor because he has Shakespearean experience?
Yeah, 'cause
that's your logic.
because he was like a good. So I've been told, I guess, or saw.
Did
that-
you know Robert De Niro is married to a black woman?
What does that have to do with
What's
anything?
that?
Well, I think the fact that the world doesn't know that shows
I
that
knew
he's
that.
a pretty good actor.
Or he's a big
That
racist.
he's had so many people fooled for all these years. Because most people, you'll tell them that,
I
they'll
got
be
respect.
like, "Fuck out of here." I think there's something to that.
Black women like me. I don't know what the
I
deal
think you
is
just
with
wanted
that.
to shoehorn that in.
No, I
somehow.
was just thinking like, what could I counter that with? I don't know. Bill Maher's married to a black woman. People don't know.
Bill Maher's not married.
Oh, but his girlfriend's black, right?
He's always sleeping with black chicks.
Okay,
but
then
he's
I had
not,
that wrong.
Yeah.
He's just a dirtbag.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Is
argue
he?
that.
Yeah, I used to see him out like in LA, like at like Swingers, which is like the diner there, at like
Yeah.
1:30
Santa Monica?
a.m. with like a couple girls, and like he's wearing like leather pants. It's like,
Oh,
buddy,
God.
like come on, you're.
Santa Monica in like 13th. I think.
There's one there, yeah, but also there's
Yeah.
one on Melrose
Yeah.
or Beverly.
Yeah.
We all get it. You guys lived in L.A. Real cool.
Whoa,
Yeah,
Whoa.
well,
Come on, man.
How are you liking LA, JB? Is it
Just insecure.
you like the scene? You just moved out there. What, like 7
I got there in
months ago?
January, so I haven't been there long enough to not be optimistic at this point. Like I'm still optimistic, so I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Look.
That's the best way I can describe
It's
it.
it can be an isolating city because everybody kind of it's not everybody's going to compare it to New York. When you go to New York, everybody's going to give you shit like fucking New York's better, and you're like, oh, okay. I wasn't. It was not a competition, but like everybody used to tell me that every time I flew to New York.
Sure.
They're like, where do you live? I'm like, I live in LA, and they're like, New
Val
York's so much
Kilmer's
fucking
better.
Yeah.
I mean, New York's a hard city, man.
No, but I'm saying like it's a weird like.
It's interesting
I
in its
wasn't.
own way.
I wasn't
yeah.
saying it's not bad or good or anything.
I'm always amazed every time I talk to you, Robbie, that you're able to stay so like calm and poised and mellow, and like you've still stayed like truly yourself. Like the person I met years ago, I still feel like you're truly that person, and that New York hasn't like really influenced that.
He's
in
suppressed
terms of
that
like
guy.
your personality traits,
Right.
Because I have found. While I don't dislike it, it's just like I'm noticing it.
I'm just
like,
eating a lox bagel right now. Go on.
so many of my friends from New York become so aggressive as a
Well, you have to know how to turn it off when you leave New York, because you have to be able to turn it on when you're in New York.
Yeah.
Because it's just life there. And I remember like one of the earlier times I came back to Tampa and I rented a car and I was just like driving, and like I had like two people like honk at me and someone yelled at me and I'm like, oh right, I don't need to drive like I'm in New York right now. Like I'm back in Tampa, I need to switch to that mode. You know, like
driving slow shit or something.
no, just like jamming my way into like a lane and stuff. Because in New York, it's just
Super
like
aggressive.
you have to just whatever you need to happen, you have to make that happen because no one's going to help you and everyone's playing by their own rules.
And if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
That's such a bullshit. New York is like the easiest place to survive. It's so like.
Oh, you think?
Yes, it's set up for you're surrounded by like restaurants and bars and transportation and people. Like it couldn't be easier. People like the mean street.
That's
like
funny.
It's so easy to
That's
live
a good
there.
take on it. I've
It's
never
the
heard that
best.
way.
Yeah.
I always thought of it as like it's a city like that is consciously trying to make you homeless. Like that's how I always interpreted it.
Yeah.
Like it's a living thing.
It's a
going,
black man
I'm
struggle.
gonna get
Like,
him.
look, it is expensive, like crazy expensive
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But still, like in the modern world, the way it's set up, like you don't need a car. You can walk
like in terms of,
everywhere.
like, resources.
Everything's open 24 hours.
Yeah, I do
Food
miss
is
that.
actually pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Like it's
Diners,
diners. Yeah.
oof, I miss diners.
God,
like
I miss
that.
diners,
Yeah.
dude. Like, I
Diners
miss
like that,
diners so
man.
much.
Yeah.
Like Greasy Spoon place.
I eat at diners 4 nights a week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're living the life. I got to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
It's
breaking
fun.
stereotypes there.
No, absolutely not. Not trying to.
What's it called? I'll show you this tool for writing. Speaking of kind of mind mapping, in business, you mind map. You kind of these guys at Pixar, they do this for the creatives. So there's a way to kind of outline your thoughts. I've been doing this a lot lately, as I've been getting jammed up and stressed out, and like you feel like you have this to-do list that's never ending. And so I use an app called Real Time Board, which is like a digital whiteboard, and it's a couple it's a couple bucks a month, but what it happens is it'll kind of make a diagram because I'm more of a visual learner, and it'll make a diagram to kind of push out a lot of those ideas.
Sure.
So try to throw something, at least some kind of
That
businessy.
looks much too technical for me.
No,
Just looking at that, I'm already.
Don't get scared.
Have you seen that in the new final draft?
No, what do they have?
Like so, basically, like you can storyboard with
like
that
a
same.
board like that?
yeah,
Yeah.
Which I
Really?
like. I find it useful, but at the same time, I was also just like,
I'm
man,
never
I don't
gonna
want
use
to make
this.
it that complicated. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But it is useful. Like if you already know what you're doing, then to just be able to see it, then you're just like, okay, yeah, I know what I'm.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I've used that function with the little cards and
Yeah.
like Deborah, one-dimensional woman made to make the male character look better. Perfect. I got her locked down on the card.
So we might be writing or punching up a script soon.
Uh-huh.
Eric and I, and our friend of the program, Matt Fernandez.
Yeah.
And you guys are good writers. Any tips? We haven't done I don't think I've done professionally writing except for the thing we tried to do, anonymous. Other than
Years ago.
Yeah, it's still a good premise. I'd still want to do it if
Yeah.
I had my druthers, but
Well, what's the script? Like, whose script is it?
it's
Not
You
ours.
don't
not
give me
ours.
it. Okay,
We're-
so
we're
someone
hired
else's
guns.
script.
Yeah.
Okay, and is it a movie? Is it a sitcom? What are we talking about?
Serialized, trying
Yeah.
to go for the the 6 show kind of Netflixy.
We
kinda-
got a pilot script that we were able to look at ahead
Okay,
of time.
so the first thing, like, because this is one of the things that I do, like, professionally, is I do punch up on the side. So one thing that
That's what we're technically brought in to do.
that seems like just obvious, but as a first ask is can they identify lines that they want alts for, that they want to be improved upon. So just because what you're going to do is you're going to read it and you're going to look for places where you can beat lines or where you can insert dialogue if they've just missed a joke opportunity. But you also they're going to have some in mind where they're like, I should be able to do better than this. I should be able to do better than this. So have them point those ones out to you out the gate. Because it's overwhelming when you're looking at 33 pages and you have to find every place to insert a joke.
Yeah, that was my mindset going into this. We're just going to write for every one of them.
Yeah.
So I'm glad this came up.
Find the places. You definitely like pick your shots, and then when you do, find that line that you want to replace, and then try to come up with 5 ults if you can. And 1 or 2 might be weaker. You know, you might have 3 great, or you might have 1 great one, but push yourself. You're going to hit like 2 ults and then push yourself to find another angle, another way to make that joke work. So you have a lot of options. Those options can even help you later down down the page.
I'd like to do that too if I'm writing copy for someone or writing a brand name or trying to do anything dealing with kind of text for a business or for a client. I tell people don't waste anything. We can use this later.
Yes.
We can use this on the website. It may not be a slogan, but this will fit over here. We can use all the buffalo.
How involved with the story itself? Do you ever even say this doesn't?
Sometimes I'll make a suggestion.
Or like
if it's like a pilot for someone, then yes, I will. I can make story suggestions. But if I'm that's usually for friends. If I'm being hired to do punch up, then I'm just
keep
there
it to yourself.
To do punch up, and that's it. But if it's someone you have some relationship with, you can absolutely.
Yeah.
People should be. Whenever anyone writes a pilot or a movie or whatever, they should be looking for as many notes as possible because they're only one set of eyes. Like the more eyes looking at it, and you can throw suggestions away. It's no problem, but it's good to take them, internalize them, and realize if there's any use for them.
As long as you can be decisive.
Yes.
I'll put that qualifier in there because some people can get you can get overwhelmed really easily if you're given too much and then you don't know how to sift through the bullshit.
Sure.
And is that our 2-minute warning?
That's the 2-minute warning.
Oh shit.
Do you know how hard it is to find the NFL chime? Anything NFL. You wanted the chimes, the 2-minute warning chimes? Dude,
I want the Elway drive.
Good luck.
So how'd you find it?
That's just pulled off. I mean, that's not what we wanted. We wanted the
NBA Jam?
or whatever thing. But
was that NBA Jam?
No, that was just pulled off of YouTube, which was pulled off of some guy recording it in the 80s or something. I don't know.
Was that Hang Time? Remember that show?
It's not anything. I'll put it that way.
Well, 2 minutes left. Keep going, Robbie, and that will.
Sorry.
Oh no! And then the other thing I do is when I read through it for the first time, like the first time I read through, I just read through it clean. I don't try to add it. I just read it to get a sense of where it's going. Because sometimes, when I first started, I would insert jokes and then realize like, oh, that's negated by this thing that happens 3 pages later. So just read through it once clean. But I do put a check mark by the jokes that are already there, so I can get a sense of what the joke per page is. Like if it's really uneven, if there's 2 jokes on page 1, then nothing until page 4 and 1 there. So like I do want an even flow.
You want a rhythm,
jokes throughout it.
Yeah. Just like a stand-up set. You don't want to go like a whole minute of a setup without something kind of getting you there.
The check marks just help me visualize. Like, okay, this is kind of the joke rhythm.
Interesting. JB?
I'm going to chime in with a question just because I'm curious what you think there. Does that vary for you if you're writing for a sitcom in studio versus something that's out of studio? It's
like you're saying something that exists already or
so like if you're writing for, say,
about a live studio audience sort of thing?
Yeah, like a live studio.
Okay.
So like 2.5 Men live studio versus, say, Community.
Those shows have like, if it's an
you make them shittier
show,
for those.
They have a very specific rhythm.
Right.
So it's your job to just follow, like, you're bringing an existing vision to life.
Right.
Like with a pilot, you have much more leeway to figure it out. And then, yes, there is a difference between multicam and single cam and the types of jokes there to a degree. But ultimately, you just want good, tight jokes, and you want to give them options, and they can say this one, this one, this one.
And the live audience has got to be. It's going to be limiting on what you can do as far as the scene, right?
Oh, for sure.
That's why animation is awesome sometimes when you're writing stuff because it's just like it can be whenever you want it to be.
Animation's amazing.
And that's what you were working on for a little bit, right?
Yeah, for a year.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Well, we try to keep these to like 34 minutes or whatever it is, and that's what we're doing.
Is that a magic business number?
33. We heard from some guys that want to invest in this podcast. That is the magic business time. business podcast time, so we were trying it out. That's what I was texting yesterday.
Yeah.
We don't know if we should go an hour or do like 2 shorter episodes like that. We're trying to play with the format. Things are going to change. Here's a little Gordon Lightfoot to take you out.
Yo, why this?
My mind.
Why? Better sing louder than that. We'll get pulled off of YouTube.
Okay. It's like an old time movie.
Check out sweatequitypod.com.
The drugstores. Oh shit! I forgot the words.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Sweat Equity, LinkedIn. Hit us up. Vimeo. Email us. law@sweatequitypod or eric@sweatequitypod.com. We will probably answer your questions on air because we don't like doing pre-production.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Later.